Yeah, I'd have to agree. I'd have to agree. It's, it's what it is. I mean, they're thinking that it's a game when, unalive magic and angels are involved. Expect the unexpected. Not much we can do about that. It's 100% in God's control at this point. It's just what it is. I mean, you got to think of how many people that they got involved that are now getting karma while Pisces is just chilling. And I mean, that's the thing is, and shout out to the Sagittarius that popped into the comments and said, "Not a monster." I appreciate that, and it's what it is. I think in the last video I said something about, if you're going to do sand art, if you're going to be a violin player, be a monster at it. I understand a lot of the times the INFJ words get misinterpreted. That's what it is. But hell, you think everything good? Oh man, that's bad. That's the shit. The shit is what comes out of my ass. But they also say everything I touch turns to gold too. So they say you can't polish a turd up. I touch it and it turns to gold. It's just what it is. Anyway, no, wanting to stop, block, impede, bribe, unalive. Yeah, I mean, all that shit is backfired. I mean, we still have to figure out the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving because I understand death doesn't really make a fuck to anybody except the people that make money off of it because they profit off the death of their people. So it's what it is. However, no, I would say the entire Matrix has basically, ooh man, that's a blue sky. Yeah, I would say the entire Matrix is collapsing at this point. That's what it is, because I mean, all of the people that got involved are now exposed because it's not going to change the fact that there was kidnapping involved. Oh God, there was the sales of women and children. Now I'm not fucking just completely against fucking, because I would think a sponsorship, that's basically fucking, you take the model and you sell the image. That's a little different, but I mean, selling your kids to an island for, because I mean, you got to think, look at those rich billionaires. I mean, if it wasn't for the money, would you screw them? I mean, come on, that's what it is. They got all the money in the world because they're ugly as fuck. They got nothing else better to do. Come up with new ways to screw people because they can't do it physically. Anyway, that's beside the point. That's beside the point. Because I mean, you've got too much of that energy in the cards. Corrupt, because I mean, they were expecting the plan to go through. And I can't worry about crooked cops. I can't worry about crooked politicians, crooked judges, people who, want to protect their winner being in a kid on an island. Can't worry about all of that when for every this, there is a that, because they profit off of this and they cover up that. They cover that up. And so when you speak that truth, hell, they try to cover you up. And now God is involved. And it's what it is. I mean, when you have reader after reader talking about a Leo rising with a connection to the Most High and sitting back, letting angels and the Most High fight the battle, who are they talking about? Who are they talking about? Because now you have large groups of people, multiples recruited to go up against what? A divine union? A union with the divine? The divine union has nothing to do with, I mean, yes, so there was a twin flame or whatever they want to call it. The twin flame union was combining the fire and the water sign. Cool. So, I mean, that basically puts me in all of the elements, because I mean, you mix fire and water together, you get steam, baby. That's what it is. So Yeah, it is. It'll be a learning process. We'll just have to let it unfold. I mean, while you've got corrupt people trying to figure out how to cover up their bribes with God destroying shit. That's what it is. I mean, we can't deny natural disasters named after these karmic family members. And then when the readers say that the divine is reflecting back the truth because no one wanted to bring the Archangel the truth. So God is doing it by way of natural disaster. That's how I get the truth. Is I can look, oh, okay, well, let's see, Lake Isabella, that's the stepdaughter, so we know the ex-wife has something involved. And it's what it is. And I compare it to tarot to mirror the moment. You tell me everything I need to know. Because that's what it is. They were holding back, they were withholding information, trying to block, stop, impede, molest, destroy, swap destinies. And it failed badly. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened in their lifetimes. And that's fine. That's fine. Can't do much about that now, can we? And that's what it is. I mean, that's the whole thing is if I'm going to stand in Dolores Cannon's legacy of to ascend, which is what they're basically fueling, while they descend, while they descend and the Leo rising Phoenix rises. And it's what it is. I mean, it's lonely at the top because you're going to have haters. I saw. You're going to have haters. I mean, you got to keep in mind, oh, he thinks he's better than us. Well, I mean, if the light triggers demons, demons can't pull you down unless they're beneath you in hell. They got to be going through hell. That's fine. That's what they created. They chose that. It's just what it is. And the fact that you have reader after reader talking about the hand of God came and plucked the energy healer up out of that situation. You think it's a Reiki master? You think it is? And if y'all are talking about they fueled that Reiki master's ascension, well, now isn't that the ascended master that y'all are talking about? Interesting. Where is this individual? It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Because number one, they would have to be an energy master. Ooh, look at that squirrel. And number two, they would have had to have ascended. Because those are very specific. Oh, meow. And it is. It's Illyrian energy. I can't do anything about that. Nimble as a kitty cat. I can't do anything about that. Uh-oh, we got a hawk. Yeah, it's just what it is. And y'all are talking about, the connection to nature and da-da-da-da-da, past life shaman energy. The village chooses this shaman. And that's what it is. I mean, the whole curse of the shaman is if you take that title, which so many copycats did, and now what is happening? Their lives are falling apart. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. And it was the whole act of competition, looking at a divine union as a money making opportunity, and that's fine. That's fine. How well that go over for them with bribery, conspiracy to unalive, because that's what it would all be wrapped up in, and they're too embarrassed. They're too embarrassed to admit that they would be involved with that. It's just easier to target the divine that's now defending itself. I can't do anything about the divine defending itself against puny humans. That's what it is. Because you got to think about when that storm comes, you're a puny human. Boo! Gone to Oz. Free trips to Oz. Confirmation. It's just what it is. 142. Now, where is this angelic Reiki master that's connected directly to the angels? Because to me, that would be a monster. That would be a monster. That would be somebody studying angelic Reiki, like a violin player, like playing the world's smallest violin like a monster. What are you doing? She's always doing stuff. Always doing stuff. You don't want that. That's a wasp. You don't. She likes to chase wasps. I haven't seen her catch one yet, but she sure won't like it when she does. I don't care how small they are. They're a monster. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, there's too many readers with that energy on the table. There's no turning back. Well, yeah, there's really no turning back to, well, we almost had that divine being unalive, but shit, it's still alive, and now the divine is retaliating against us. That's the divine retaliating. Got nothing to do with me. Ooh, that's a blue sky. Yeah, pretty cloud. Pretty cloud. I mean, that would be the thing is if you've got politicians taking bribes and you've got everybody doing everything they can to cover it up, well, I mean, let's think Scooby-Doo. Shouldn't we get the group of pesky kids together and go out and find that Archangel? Because that's what I'm going to do, but I have to move in silence. I can't tell anybody about it because you can't trust any of these people. Got fucking politicians and cops taking bribes and shit. Can't trust any of these people sworn to serve and protect. Can't trust them. Because you can't have that energy on the cards and that other energy on the cards and not have utter chaos, calamity, and basically civil war, just good cop, bad cop fighting each other like cats and dogs, and whole tower moments. Oh God, China's underwater. Oh no, there goes New Mexico. That's what it is. I can't do anything. Oh no, Mr. Bill, I can't do anything about that shit. Freaking saw the natural disasters. There's an increasing uprise in wildfires and storms and natural disasters and volcanoes. Well, yeah, that's what it says. Touch not my anointed, harm not my prophets, or God will bring the storms. And hell, God's brought the storms. Got war angels all in the cards. That's what it is. You think they're protecting an angelic Reiki master? Interesting. There goes a fly. And I mean, when y'all are talking about the INFJ with the seer of sight, the minute you see that body jumper, fucking you've opened up a whole new can of worms. And then you have to study, okay, what the fuck did my gift that I went to Mind Valley to enhance, what is it that my gift is uncovering? Because I've obviously uncovered their hidden talent. And it does. It opens up a whole can of worms of opposition. That's what it is. Anyway, I can't do anything about that. And you have to have consent to remove the entity. The fact that they all need an exorcism, I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. And there's too many of them at this point. There's going to be, yeah, phone's overheating. Gotta go. That's what it is. The phone needs an exorcism. We got to get the fire out of it. Namaste.